up, everyone? It's Mike here. Today I have a very important testimonial, actually, demonstration for you guys. And please stick to the end. And this is regarding this water. As you know, I mean, if you look at the Sprite, sparkling water, the things that we drink on a daily basis, what I came to realize is that it's actually not healthy for us. And being a father of twin 5-year-olds, I know that giving them the right nutrients, the right amount, actually the good water, because I've been feeding them the smart water. I need to give them the good water to make them healthy and grow, for me, for my whole family, and it's very important. So when I found out about this, I found out about this guy. This guy's a legend. His name is Lim. He's been in the company for many years, and he's been traveling around the world promoting this stuff, just demonstrating, letting people know how important it is to drink the right kind of alkaline water in your body, because as you know, the human body consists of about 70-80% of water, and we want to have the right water in there, not the wrong water. So I have Lim here, gonna help us demonstrate.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike. What's up, everybody? As Mike said, the name is Lim, and I'm 23, and I've been traveling the world spreading this message of health, wealth, and oneness to as many people as possible. And what you're going to see here today, if you stick with us from the beginning right to the very end, which I know you're going to, you're going to be awoke, and you're going to be wakened to something that you're going to be like, wow, I've never known that. Because whenever I first saw this, I was like, what the heck? And the exact same whenever Mike saw this as well, he was like, how have I not known about this until now? And we're going to be sharing with you revealing with you some truths that a lot of people don't want you to know out there, especially companies like this. They will never want you to know about this, but we care so much about your health. We care so much about your physical body. We care so much about you being educated. So that's why we're going to reveal this all here for you today. So starting from this side, we've got a couple of liquids lined up for you. We've got some Sprite, which a lot of you I'm sure are familiar with. We just got our local sparkling water from the local shop close by. We got this smart water. I'm sure this is pretty worldwide through America and stuff as well,
all
right?
over America.
Smart water, I'll tell you what I call that later. Then we got some tap water here, which is just from the tap behind us. And then we have our Kangen 9.5 water, which has just been produced from our Kangen machine that has been fitted behind us, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to ask Mike to just help us here. If you can just go ahead and just pop a little bit of liquid, just a tiny bit into the bottom of each cup. That'd be great. That's perfect. We got our tap water over here. We've got this sparkling water, and then we got this smart water here. It's perfect. And what I've got this little device here. This is called an ORP meter reading, and it stands for oxidation reduction potential. And anything that has a positive reading, anything that's got a positive reading on this, it shows to be bad for the body, and anything with a negative reading is said to be good for the body. And basically anything with a positive reading is just speeding up the process of your body decaying quicker. It's aging quicker, which means that you're dying quicker, and we don't want that. We want to slow down that for you guys so that you can live in a healthy, well body. And anything with a negative ORP meter reading, that's anything like green tea, cod liver oil, all those good things, they would have a negative ORP meter reading, and that's why they're deemed to be good for the body. So what I'm going to go and do here is I'm just going to pop this into each one. I'm going to ask Mike just to read it out, and hopefully we can capture the reading here on camera. So firstly with Sprite, we've got
285.
Positive 285 with Sprite. Then moving over here, we've got...
This is positive 295.
Positive 295, okay. And positive... Then we got this smart water.
Positive 270.
Positive 270, okay. Then we've got our tap water. Positive what?
Positive 220.
Wow, okay. And then we have got... We got
That's
our...
a negative 240. 50, 55.
Okay.
Keeps on going up, yeah.
Cool. So this will just keep climbing, and sometimes when this is just freshly produced from the machines as well. I mean, this has been sitting in a bottle just before we done this presentation. When this is just freshly produced, it will actually give you a meter reading of sometimes minus 400, right up to 500, 600, depending where we are in the world and where it has been produced from. So The next thing that I've got here is what's known as some pH drops. Now, for those of you who remember science class, pH tester was just showing how either acidic or alkaline things were.
Right.
And anything with an orange color, a yellow color, a red color is seen to be acidic, which is bad for the body. And anything with a purple-y blue is good for the body. Now, a lot of people don't realize that sickness and illness and disease and infection all live inside a acidic body, right? And it is said that disease, cancers, infections cannot live inside an alkalized diet, right? So here we go. We're just going to pop some of these pH drops into each of these cups. I'm just going to give them a little bit of a stir around. And as you can see here already, the huge contrast from my left down to the right. So obviously everything here is definitely deemed as acidic. However, when it comes to this, everywhere we go in the world, Mike, people always say to us, hey, but this is green, right? Let me tell you something. Everywhere we go, this always shows up this color. Everywhere we go, it always shows up as a blue color, a bluey green color. And the reason for that being is because by government, federal regulations, they have to put what's known as a substance into our tap water, known as lye, L-Y-E. You can actually look it up, and it's a very highly alkaline chemical, which has got a pH rating of 14.
Wow.
And that's very, very, very not good for the body. And the reason why they do it, and the reason why they have to do it, is because if they don't, what's going to happen? The city pipes are all going to rust. And do you really think the government is going to be replacing our city pipes every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every 1 month? They're not going to do that. So that's why they put this harmful chemical lye into our tap water, which is really not good. And I know throughout different parts of America, I've just had been from working with different clients as well, that there's more harmful chemicals than only lye. There's a lot of chlorine inside people's waters and stuff like that as well. So wherever you are in the world, so best if you're drinking tap water right now to do a check to see what is in your tap water, because it could be doing more harm to you than good, right? And then the thing about these things over here is that whenever people try to promote these and people say, oh, but like this water is this, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of these bottles that say highly alkaline, right? Let me tell you something. Do you know how long every bottled water has been in its bottle before it reaches the consumer?
No, how long?
Around 16 to 24 months.
Whoa.
16 to 24 months that the water has been put inside this bottle and the lid put on the top before it reaches you. Because you think about it, it goes through different warehouses, it goes through packaging, it goes through different shipping, it gets shipped to the other side of the world. But what's really interesting, and how I know this to be extremely true, is that I've got sisters who work in a supermarket back home, a very popular supermarket back home. Whenever they first saw this discovery, they were like, that's crazy, because we actually stack the shelves with these things and they can be sitting upstairs in the storeroom for sometimes months.
Wow.
And if it's months in their store, where has it been before that as well?
Right.
But anyway, moving on from that, we also have people that say to us then, okay, cool, I want to try this Kangen water, but what will happen to my body if I've been on these drinks already? But we're going to show these people right now. So if you've been drinking tap water, right, this is what you're going to notice that will happen to your body. Instantly, you're going to start the detox process.
Wow, okay.
You're going to see your body slowly come to an alkaline state. Then with the smart water, same thing's going to happen. You're just going to start to bring your body to an alkaline state.
Okay.
Now with sparkling water, if you've been drinking a lot of sparkling water, keep your eyes close on this one. The Kangen water wants to help you, but look, it's trying, but it's proven to be a little difficult.
Wow, it's not changing.
No. And with Sprite, well, my gosh, we just don't really have, we don't have much hope there, because these things are really bad for the body. Do you know how many pints of Kangen water it takes to remove one Sprite or one fizzy soda from your body?
No.
33 pints of Kangen water to remove one of these from the physical body, to neutralize the body.
Oh my gosh.
So who can sit and drink 33 of these for every one of those, right? Now,
impossible. Yeah.
this last part, when my sister saw this, she was like, what the hell? Because kids, a lot of kids, if you're parents out there and you know your kids like to drink these things, it's not good, right? And my wee sister, whenever she saw this, she said to me, yeah, but Lim, like, you know, I get it, like, I'm going to drink more Kangen water, but what happens if I just have one sip? Like, what would happen with one sip? And I said, well, listen, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm just going to have to show it to you because you asked for it, right? And with what will happen with one sip, just keep your eyes closed here. After working so hard to get your body to an alkaline state, one sip of Sprite.
Ooh.
Wow.
Becomes acidic.
One sip. Acidic. Kangen water. One sip. That's what happens, and that's the power. That's how crucial it is to remove these things from the body so that we are giving the body exactly what it needs. And as Mike said already, the body is 75 to 85+% water. So therefore it's so important to give the body proper water, the correct water, the water that's going to keep you alive, the alive water, the healthy water that's just been produced. None of this stuff here as well. And remember as well that whenever sunlight reaches these things, whenever heat reaches these things, the plastic will melt into the water, and that also becomes you as well. Ooh. So my friends, there you have it. That's part 1 of this amazing presentation. I hope you enjoyed part 1, and we'll see you in the next section. Welcome back everybody to part 2 of this presentation. Now what we're going to be speaking about here is microclustering. Now this is one of the properties that this water actually produces, is that it breaks the water down so that it can penetrate cells so much more quicker. I'm sure in science class, for those of you who remember, I don't really, it's just because I've done this so many times, you've heard of big water and small water, right? And the big water is pretty much what our tap water is right now. The molecules are so huge that if you drank a lot of tap water right now, do you ever feel water in your stomach? Right? With Kangen water, that doesn't happen because the water is broken down and the water is so small so that as soon as you consume the water, it penetrates the cells instantly. It dehydrates every part of the body instantly because the water molecules are so small. And we're going to demonstrate this today with literally just a green tea. Anybody who likes to drink green tea, I know Asian people love to drink a lot of green tea, right? You can actually produce so much more green tea by having broken down water. So I want to show you this, right? We're just going to pop some tap water in here, and we're going to see that not much green tea is being produced with this tap water, right? So we're going to take and we're going to go pop it over here, and we're going to add some Kangen water to it. Ooh. And instantly we get green tea, right? Now, I know what some people are thinking there in the camera. Oh, but the first one was wet first, right? Some people are thinking, oh, yeah, but that's not fair, right? We're just going to show you again how little green tea this actually produces. Hardly any. Wow. Compared to Kangen water. Instant green tea. Like, look at the difference in all those cups from 2 different types of water. Same tea bag, but 2 different types of water. And for people in, I know this is for Asian people because we've done this presentation so many more. A lot of people think that they need much more ingredients. You know, whenever people are cooking, it's not ingredients that you need, it's high quality water to take the goodness out of the ingredients.
That makes sense.
So a lot of Asian people, when they see this, they're so happy. They're like, yes, I'm going to have to save. I get to save a lot more on my ingredients and get more use out of it. And with this, it is said that Kangen water can produce up to 37 cups of green tea from 1 tea bag. Wow. 1 tea bag, 37 cups of tea. So you put it in a big teapot and you can have unlimited green tea all day long. So that just shows you the power of microclustering, what it does to the body. And this is just a prime example to show you as to what this would do for your body to hydrate your body a lot quicker as well. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing. That's microclustering, and we'll see you for part 3. What's up everybody, welcome back to part 3 and the final part of this presentation. And for those of you still watching, this is my favorite one. I don't know about you, Mike, but whenever I first saw this, I was like, holy God, this is amazing. And this is the exact presentation that got my mom and got my dad and got so many of my family members that literally just said, right, okay, I need this machine in my life. So what we have here today is we've just got some cherry tomatoes here. The reason why we just picked cherry tomatoes was just because it's nice and easy for this presentation today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go and pop some cherry tomatoes inside this cup here. And then I'm going to go pop some cherry tomatoes inside this cup up over here. Here we go. And I'm going to go put some tap water in these ones here like so. And then what I have here is some strong Kangen water 11.5. Now this is the strongest alkaline water that this machine actually produces. I'm just going to go put some of this. This is very highly alkaline. But this water can be used to wash people's fruits and veg, to remove pesticides, herbicides, insecticides. And we're going to show you what will happen here very quickly with them. So I'm just going to go give these a little bit of a quick rinse like this. And then we're going to set them to the side for 1 second. So I'm just going to set them there. And then we're just going to give these ones in tap water a bit of a rinse too. Okay, we're going to set them over there. And in the meantime, while we wait and we let them soak, I am going to bring forth these 2 cups here. And I have got what's known as some pure sesame oil, right? You Chinese people like to cook with this, right?
Sesame oil, yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Here we go. So I'm going to go pour a little, if I can open this thing, here we go. Pour a couple of drops into this cup here. That should be fine. And then into this cup here, should be fine. Now, in science class, what are we taught? That whenever water and oil comes together, what happens?
The oil floats.
They don't mix, right?
They don't mix, yeah.
So let me show you this, right? We're going to put our tap water in here. And just like science class teaches us, the oil and water do not mix. The oil is separating, it's floating to the top, or it's somewhere at the bottom. I don't know what it's doing. And then we also have here our strong Kangen Water 11.5. Still water as well, just produced from our machine. But whenever we put the 2 together, bazinga, right? Look at that. Look at the difference in these 2. Wow. Right? This one nearly looks like milk. It's so cloudy, right? So the reason why we're sharing this with you before we come back to the tomatoes is because what do you usually see farmers spray on their fruits and vegetables? A lot of oil-based chemicals, right?
Right.
So farmers are spraying their fruits and veg with all these different things. Right. And then what are we doing as human beings? We're taking them back home and we maybe run them underneath the tap water.
Right.
But I'm just showing you here that when you run them underneath the tap water, things that are oil-based, it's not removing anything.
Right.
And that's why Kangen Water 11.5 actually emulsifies the oil and completely destroys it to be able to remove it from the body. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back over here to this presentation. We're going to bring our tomatoes back in here, and we're going to bring our tomatoes back in here. And I'm just going to very quickly just filter these tomatoes that have been washed in tap water. And as you can see, not very much has came off. I think maybe you would have
pretty clear.
washed off a little bit of dust or something. And then we're going to take you to these tomatoes here, which is our strong Kangen ones, and we're going to show you this. Okay, wow, we've got like a very greeny, yellowy color, if so, that you want to say, from that has been produced from the 11.5 water. But what I want to do here is, Mike, is I want to ask you to just taste one of these for us. Sure. Right? And feel the texture and the difference. Right? Say nothing until whenever you're completely finished.
Wow.
Okay. And go for this one. Okay, so a difference, right? Yeah. What would you say the difference is?
The taste is totally... That is nasty.
There we go. Right? So the reason why you're feeling that is because these have been washed, the oil-based has been washed off the tomatoes that has been sprayed on these wherever these have came from, so that these are pure. You're removing pesticides, herbicides, insecticides, and these have just been dabbed in a little bit of tap water, and not very much has happened over here. So that's why we taste and experience the difference. So that, my friends, is another property of our water that we have with inside our Magic machine, is a 11.5 to remove all pesticides, herbicides, insecticides off all fruits and veg. You take your fruits and veg that you go out and you get on a Saturday at the market and you steep them inside this water, you will see how much craziness comes off them, so that you and your family can have a beautiful, healthy, living body inside from drinking the water, and of course from all your fruits and veg that you actually consume as well. Anything else you'd like to say, Mike?
Well, all that just proves to you that that is definitely, if you've never tasted, I've never tasted any fruit like that before, first time in my life. So you have to do it. You have to get this, invest in yourself. It's good for you.
There we go. Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and we'll chat to you all very soon. Bye for now.